Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. So you joined me from my garden. A little bit bare. We've got some nice little palms or whatever you call them. I can't remember what they're called. Yeah, maybe you can correct me in the comment section below. So yeah, it's a lovely day today, overcast, and you can hear maybe the wild birds in the background. Normally on any given day, it's you can hear a load of cars going by, you know, V8s and four-wheel drives. They love to go tearing down this bit. But today it's just really nice and quiet, so I thought I'd seize the opportunity and do it in the back garden. But if you do hear any vehicles, I do apologise and try my best. I'll try and eliminate the noises as much as possible in the editing. But yeah, as for now, I can't really do a great deal. I'd love to move somewhere quieter in the future, so hopefully that'll be a possibility in the future. So yeah, what I want to talk to you today about is the gear that's beside me here, all my hiking and camping stuff. So this is stuff I've just been buying over the last few months, and this is especially for going to do trips like this, where I do some hiking, take some photos and stay overnight. So I've had some other gear in the past which hasn't been great, so I've done some upgrading and buying other little accessories. So yeah, I've also bought a new camera bag which allows me to use camera bag inserts, so I can switch out my kits. You know, I can have a big kit or I can have a small kit, and I can have more gear inside. I was looking at like Atlas packs, but I didn't really like the design. You know, I didn't like the way it worked, and I wanted a bit more functionality out of the bag. You know, if I wanted a bag that's fully hiking, then I could, you know, just use the bag for hiking and not use it for photography, or I could, you know, I want versatility from a bag. So we'll go into that actually first off, because that's the important thing really. So I bought this. I was looking around for a long time, and I got some advice from one of my friends, Kai, in Germany. He's an F-Stop ambassador, and I asked for his advice on bags and inserts and got really talking with him nicely about it all. I'll maybe link him down below so you can go check out his work. Really nice gentleman. He's just finished a workshop in Norway. It's been really fun following his adventures on Instagram stories. So yeah, this is the F-Stop Telupa, I don't know. I'll link them all down below, so you can, I'll pop up the titles so you can check out these bags, and I'll also put links in the description. It's not affiliated, unless I do, and the Pro Media gear is, that I'll go over, but yeah, I'm not affiliated to any of these brands at all. So yeah, just to help you out, and if you're looking for any camping gear or any camera gear, accessories like bags and stuff, then you can go check it out. So yeah, I got this bag because it's modular. I can currently in here, you'll see it on the screen, I've got this large camera bag insert which allows me to put my main Hasselblad setup in it. So I can put my 300, I can put my 150, I can put some other gear in there. I will make another video on the gear I'm taking that's going in these inserts, so I can just tell you a bit more in depth, because I want to make this one more about the gear, the camping stuff. So yeah, this and also I can put my tent on the outside of this bag, and I can put the tripod, everything. I've got these additional straps that go on the top, or I can put it on the bottom. So I can really make this bag versatile and put a load of gear on this, which I really like. It's pretty weather sealed on the outside. It's all nicely lined. I do have a rain cover as well that I bought, that you have to, it's weird with F-Stop gear. Why not just provide a rain cover? I find that really odd, and I know other photographers do. So $20 for a rain cover. Locro include it for free, and it's integrated in their bag. Yeah, so this is the bag. I haven't used it much. I only got it a few months ago, and I've used it once. But first impressions, it's pretty good. But I did find that, especially with my back, if I put a load of weight in this bag, I really feel it. So I don't think it's a bag that you want to put a ton of weight in. I've got another bag I can do that with. But yeah, this I bought mainly for being lightweight and taking what I need. And let's keep it. Right, so I just had a little interruption there, but yeah, they're currently inside, so hopefully you don't hear the talking too much. I'm using a shotgun mic as well. But yeah, so back to the bag. So I can put accessories up here, so I can put my, you know, my sleeping mat and stuff, but we'll go over all that. So I can put everything in here, and it works comfortably, and it's nice and lightweight, and nice and portable. So I think I went over enough in there. Also, I'm trying to think of what to do with water, so what I'm going to do for now is just put a water bottle in here. I do buy just these 1.5 litre bottles of water, and then when it comes to needing a new one, I just throw this one away. It can be recycled, and then yeah, I just find it mostly beneficial, and I have these normally for about a year or two, so yeah, they do get pretty beaten up, and then by the time it comes to be recycled, it doesn't really leave a marking on the environment, hopefully, if they do recycle it, that is. So yeah, that's it. What I'm also doing is I'm taking a lighter weight tripod as well. So normally I take the TR44L tripod. It's a big beefy thing. This time around I am taking my it's more of a lightweight tripod with a BH1 bullhead. It's a bit of bullhead, weighs about 1 kilo, but the tripod itself probably weighs about 2.5 kilos or something. My bigger tripod weighs about 4.5 kilos. So it's a nice weight reduction, and it's also got a nice spike, so I can easily anchor down into the ground nicely. Yeah, and it's stable, and that's, I don't want to compromise on that. I don't want to compromise on stability and strength, especially for the setup I use and the image resolution that I have with my camera gear. So yeah, this is coming with me. So the big one is staying at the campsite or in the car unless I go somewhere else where I don't need it. Also, I'm using this little guy. It's not that lightweight. It's still lighter than that one, but this is going to be used for my video. So I've had it for years, a bit beaten up, but yeah, it'll hold out until we get a new tripod later on this year, hopefully, a nice carbon fiber one or something. So now, oh yeah, I should say, this is the other insert that we're using. So this is the Mindshift gear. I got a bit distracted when those people came out and showed they had their dogs and stuff. So yeah, this is the other bag I'm going to take. So this is when I go with all the camping stuff. This is going to be where my camera gear is going to go in. So I'm going to have yeah, just like my Hasselblad, a Canon lens and stuff, and I can do video stuff. So I will make a separate video into the gear that's coming with me and into these inserts. So yeah, I'll probably post that up just after this at some point, so you can go and check it out if you're interested, because this is just solely on the camping gear and maybe just some of the, you know, tripods and stuff, the small little things. So I think probably what I'll get started on, well, the first thing is how my hiking boots. So these are Scarpa SL Active. I've been using these for about a year or two now. They're a bit beaten up, but they're still going strong. Plenty of grip left in the soles. So comfortable. I have changed the insert out because it was a bit too hard for me. So I've put it a nice softer insole. But yeah, these are just a beast. And I've been up to water like up to here, and it doesn't leak. You can't feel the cold, and yeah, very impressive pair of boots. So if you are looking for a pair of boots, get yourself some Scarpas. Yeah, you can't go wrong with a pair of Scarpas. I don't know if that's a catchphrase or not. It sounded like one, didn't it? So yeah, that's it there. I've just recently bought a new bright torch. So this is made by Energizer. It uses 6 AA batteries. I don't normally like using AA batteries and things, especially when I'm hiking. Mainly just the environmental impact, but I didn't want to spend a load of money because I don't go out a ton when it comes to hiking or going in dark situations. I do have a head torch as well, which is far better on battery, and I can use rechargeable batteries in that. Actually, I could use rechargeables in this, couldn't I? But yeah, this is, I think it's about 1200 lumens, or maybe a bit brighter than that. Very bright, but I can put it on low as well. So yeah, I haven't used this a great deal yet, but it'll be great for in the mountains. I can easily find my way, you know, I can shine it off, and just, if I can't have a sense of where I am, I can maybe shine it towards one of the mountains and have a sort of a reference point. So yeah, that's a good little thing. This is my little head torch. So this is made by Pegtech, I don't know how you say it. It's this company here anyway. So you've got your white light, so you've got your red, I don't know if it's going to shine up, so you've got a red, and then you've got your, like a I think it's like a wide, and then you've got like a spot, and then it's like a spot and a wide, so it's quite bright, not as bright as some people's torches, but it's sufficient, and this will last I think it's about 24 hours or something, so it's very good on battery, and that's just what you want, and nice and lightweight. And yeah, my next thing I'll probably go over is what I use for cooking, and what I use for boiling up my water, and that is my trusty jet boil. I've had this for about 3 years now. This plastic cup thing here, measuring cup, and you can also use it for drinking, is quite cracked. I can see all these like little age and heat cracks in it. Parts of it have broken off, but I'm going to keep using it until I can't use it anymore, and then I'll have to buy another one. But so handy. I can alter the flame as well, or vary the flame, so I can do simmering and whatnot, which is really handy, and a great little bit of kit. So yeah, that's coming out with me in just a little bit of gas, and that lasts for ages. I think I boil out 10 or 11 litres of water on the small little gas canister that comes with. I've got if I run out of water and I find, or I come across a water source nearby, and I don't want to use my water in the bag, what I can use is this. It's a life straw, so I can safely drink water. It's a little bit tricky to use to get going, but once you get it going, it's pretty easy. And then to clean it out, all you do is just blow through it, and it'll just blow out all the water and debris, and that's how you clean it out. Pretty handy. I've had this for about a year or so, and used it a few times. It's really quite effective, especially when you've got lovely cool water, you know, you're drinking from. It's bliss. And what you can do as well is you can put it into if you collect some water from a creek or something, in a bottle or a bucket or something, you can drink from that bucket. So another good tip. I've also got my fly net here, so here we have a lot of flies and sometimes mosquitoes at times, so this is really handy for that, just to keep them away from your face. I've got a wide brimmed hat. I don't have it out here at the moment, but I just put my wide brimmed hat on, put this over the top, and it keeps me away from the flies and those mosquitoes, which are an absolute pest. It comes with a nice little bag, which is quite nice. In here I've got a pillow that you just blow up. Now I've got another one that I bought after this one as well. I like something nice and soft, and something that doesn't make too much noise, but this is just so small, as you can see. I'll put a few breaths of air into it, so you can sort of see the size of this thing and how big it goes to, and it's quite comfortable. So as you can see, it's a decent size, nice and soft, and you can vary the pressure inside of it. But I tend to get, just even after that, I get a bit lightheaded in the head. So I don't like it when I have to blow things up, especially if I've just, been exhausted after a bit of a hike. The last thing I want to do is blow up a mattress or anything, or a pillow. But it only took 3 puffs of air, maybe 4. And yeah, it's nice, but what you can hear, it's quite noisy. It's so when you roll over in the night and change in position, you can hear that. Now I don't mind that too much, but yeah, that sort of thing couldn't keep me awake. But if it's windy outside, I don't think I'd hear it too much over the noise of the tent. In here I've got my light duck down jacket, so it actually folds into itself. This is made by Kathmandu. It's got a hood as well. I won't get it out, but yeah, pretty handy bit of kit, and it keeps me nice and warm. So if I'm warm already, this keeps me nice and toasty, but if I'm cold, it doesn't really do much at all, unless I put maybe a jacket over the top as a windbreak, then it does a little bit. But I'm going to be looking into some other gear later on this year. My next thing is my food that I'll be using. So I've tried a few things in the past, and yeah, I've just found it didn't really work well for me. But now this is not sponsored. It would be nice to get sponsored in the future. So this is Backcountry Cuisine. Maybe you've heard of them. They're made in New Zealand. Very nice company. So yeah, they make a variety of things. You've got your puddings, you've got your yeah, nice meals as well. So they're freeze-dried food, not dehydrated. Yeah, I've got like a beef curry here, chicken carbonara. It's all quite nice food actually. You know, some of it, even like some of the Thai stuff. It's just like you just had it from a restaurant or something. It's really quite nice. Some of it, yeah, can be a bit. It's not for me, but yeah, it's still handy, and to have them out in the field when you're in remote locations is just it's so much better than just a sandwich or something boring. Not that sandwiches are boring, but sometimes you can have them, and it's nice to have something hot. So all it takes is 10-15 minutes with 250 mils of water in most cases. Yeah, you'll have a nice hot instant meal. You can also have cakes and stuff as well. You've got like milkshakes and desserts. So yeah, I won't go on too much about that, but you can find out more about them in the description. Here is my new hiking mattress. So yeah, I haven't had really one of these before. I did spend quite a bit of money on them. I do have a bad back. I suffer from sciatica and stuff since my fall. I've just had a really bad lower back, and it really affects me. So if I have a bad night's sleep, I barely walk the next morning. It's that bad. So sleep is really, good sleeping gear is really important to me. So that's why I went with the Nemo Tensor. Tensor. I will link it down all below, like I said, because I've got also dyslexia as well, so it's hard to pronounce things and get them right. But yeah, this Tensor insulated, so it's got like the you know, the emergency blanket material. It's got that inside of this. So it's got an R rating of 3.5, which is really good. So it'll really keep in that warmth. So if you're sleeping on cold ground, it will stop that cold coming through. So that's normally the thing that makes you really quite cold. So yeah, really nice, and this is quite thick as well, so it rolls down to basically nothing. It's really like paper thin when you've rolled this out on the floor, and it's got this like actually I'll show you. I won't unpack it fully, but it's got a strap around it as well, so it's not too bad. So it fits easily back into that. So on the outside here, you've got this this bag that you just basically blow into. You hold the bag in front of you, blow into it, and it collects the air, and then you pump it that way. So it takes about, for me, it takes about 4 puffs or 4 bag loads to get this thing full. But once it's full, you get a mattress like is about 70 centimeters or 7 centimeters in thickness. Yeah, 7 centimeters in thickness or so. So it's really comfortable. I had a couple of nights sleep at home on it. I didn't sink through. Yeah, I'd recommend when you do inflate this, if you can put your hand down and touch the floor, it's soft enough. You don't want to overinflate this as well, but yeah, you can vary the softness of this, which is really nice. So great little thing. They are expensive, but I highly recommend it if you want something nice and comfortable that you don't actually have to blow into, you know, for ages. And yeah, takes very little effort and very easy to fold down. And that is actually a regular as well. So it's about I think about 70 centimeters in width, and about 2 meters in length or something, 1.9 meters in length. So nice and long, 6 big pillows and everything on it. So yeah, really nice. My next one is yeah. So I said about the pillow not being that comfortable, it makes a bit of noise. I decided to go out and get myself another one that is comfortable and that is nice and light, but this is a difference in size. So alright, because I've blown up the bag, where have I put the, so the size of the bag that the other one comes in is just that, but this one is so much bigger. But if I'm going really lightweight and space is really important, then I'll take that one. When I don't have to worry too much about space and I still want to be comfortable, I could take maybe both of them, which is great. And so this is made by C2 Summit. I should also mention that that one as well was made by C2 Summit. Yeah, it's a great pillow. This uses the same foam out the hiking mattresses. So yeah, any waste that they use from the mattress, they cut up into cubes and they make these little guys. So this self-inflates. It's yeah, you don't have to do anything with it. And as you'll see, it's just a really nice soft pillow, and I love something nice and soft at night. This just feels like a pillow at home, so it's just bliss and definitely worth it. And as you can see, it's getting quite thick already. Yeah, but it's really quite nice, and it's firm, but it's also soft as well. I quite like that, so it's got this right density for me. I can't stand a pillow that's too firm, and I don't like a pillow that you just basically sink straight through. So yeah, this is really nice, and I'm looking forward to using this on the mountains. It's gonna be like sleeping at home really, but on location. The next one I haven't, so yeah, these two tents I haven't used yet. Oh, this tent here I haven't used, and this mattress, sleeping bag. But I did test out the tent in the garden, but I also slept a couple of nights in this, and yeah, it was really nice and toasty. Great thing to do in summer, hey. So this is this is another Sea2 Summit. I went to the camping store and I asked what's a good sleeping bag to keep me nice and cool, I mean nice and warm in winter, and they recommended this one to me. Now I trust this company. I bought a lot of stuff from them, so I trusted their advice, and it's a really nice sleeping bag. So it's kind of big for it, but for the warmth rating. So this is a -1 for comfort. The lower limit is -7, and but for like the extreme. So if you're in like if you're survival situations, this will do down to -24. But that's when you're like huddling, you're curled up in a ball and stuff. That sort of extremes. But what you can also buy are the sleeves, I think it is, where you can put that in your sleep. Put that on. I think I don't know how you use them yet. But you put that into the sleeping bag. Well, you put it on first, and then you go into the sleeping bag, and that'll give you an extra like 10 to 15 degrees. So you could go even to further extremes. And yeah, so this is going to go in my hiking bag. It's kind of heavy. I think it's about 2 kilos. It's not ducked down. It's all polyester, but a really nice sleeping bag. And I'm going to be nice and toasty on those those really crisp, cold nights. I do love a bit of cold, fresh air at night. So yeah, this is coming with me, and I'm looking forward to it. And you'll be seeing those on location with me when I go camping. And I've been also looking at other tents. So I had like a Kathmandu tent, which was a hiking tent, but I just found it a pain to set up. It was so I had to set the inner, and then I had to put the outer on. So if it was raining, I'd have to, yeah, it was a pain to use. So and also it's just the amount of pegs and setting up that was required. So after a load of looking, and it's probably been about a year or so looking into it, and looking at other tents and watching reviews, I watched a video by Thomas Heaton, and he had the Van Gogh tents, and I noticed in one of his videos, in more recent stuff, he's got a tent which has got doors on either side, so that's what I quite like. So there's been times when I've gone out on location and had the tent set up, and then I've had it set up so the wind is blowing into my tent, so keeping me nice and cool. Then during the night the wind changes and blows against the opposite side, so and then I'm just kind of warm in there. So what I like with this one is I've got the same as basically Thomas Heaton. I have got the same as Thomas Heaton's one. So this is a 2-person tent. The reason why I went with a 2-person is so I can have my camera bag inside the tent, so it's safe and secure. I don't want to leave it outside, because if someone comes by, or and also the elements as well. If it rains, then it won't be protected, but this thing, it will be protected. So this is the tent. It's, as you can see, it's kind of big, but it's kind of lightweight. It's a compromise. I could go for something nicer. I can strip this down even more. I could just remove the insert completely from it, so I've just got the outer cover, and then I could just sleep on the ground with my sleeping mattress, my sleeping pad. But yeah, this is going to be great. It's got great reviews, and it's really quite affordable as well. You don't, it's not I didn't want to spend a ton of money on a tent, and they've been in the business for a very long time, so and they've got great communication, great customer service, so I went with them. So this is the Banshee 200 Pro. Great tent. So you've got top ventilation, so you can easily have circulation going through there. It's quite a big spread, I guess you could say, over the ground, but it's also nice and tall, so you can easily sit up in it. It's got a little area on the outside so you can cook, so you could be leaning out. I like it where I can actually lean out on my left shoulder and use my right hand for cooking and putting my jet boil on, or putting my shoe. I can easily put my shoes on. I'm not affected by the elements. And also, when it comes to packing up this tent, I don't have to, and setting it up, it's all in one. So the fly and the insert is one. So yeah, it's quick to set up as well. I don't have to set the guide ropes up if it's not windy, and it takes probably about 2 to 3 minutes to set up. Now, there are pegs that did come with it, which I don't like. They were just really thin aluminium, and even I could just bend them slightly, just by hardly any pressure. So not sure who they're designed for. Maybe somewhere in England where it's really soft, the sand or the mud and stuff, or the clay. But here in Australia we've got like rocks and stuff in this dirt, and sometimes we've got sand and stuff. But there's many rocks. So the thing you'll do is you'll be hammering in the peg, and then you'll hit a rock, and then the peg will bend. So yeah, I've got some tent pegs from my Kathmandu tent that I'm using, and that's what I'm going to be using in here. But I'm going to be buying some other ones, Sea to Summit, like get maybe 2 8-packs, which they're quite dear in price. I think they're about $40 or $60 per pack, but they'll last. They're hiking tent pegs as well. They're the bee's knees really. But yeah, that's about it really. It's been a bit of a long video. I don't think I can really do this any shorter without going into the detail. But yeah, that's it basically. So what I will do is I'll do another video on the camera gear I'm taking, so you can get an idea. So this will link the two up quite nicely. So if you're interested in the camping stuff, you've got this. I will do some stuff out location showing you as well, just my camping setup, just basic. I'm not going to do a review as such. It's just going to be like a recommendation maybe, or something. I'm not good at reviews. I don't like them. Yeah, I just like the real world, living with it and experience it. But yeah, so I will do the video on the camera gear in a separate video. And yeah, so that's good for people who are into camera gear, the photography side. Yeah, and I'll try not to make that too long. I don't really need to make it long anyway. And if you've liked this video, hit that thumbs up button. It really helps out the channel with the algorithm. If you'd like to see more videos, hit that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye for now.